First up, Politico reporting Kamala Harris's director of speechwriting, Megan Grube, is leaving office less than 4 months into the job. And to be honest, did you even know that Kamala Harris had a speechwriter by the way she gives speeches?
You need to get to go and need to be able to get where you need to go to do the work and get home. You know, when we talk about our children, I know for this group, we all believe that when we talk about the children of the community, they are the children of the community. Talking about the significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time.
There's great significance to the passage of time. I guess when you're the speechwriter of that, all you can do is resign. Now, is it really the speechwriter's fault? I don't necessarily think so, because nobody else in Washington sounds that stupid. The Washington Post is reporting that amid this staff exodus, Vice President Harris will also lose her longest-serving aide as this administration continues to collapse. Wait till after the midterms. Next up, the ladies over at The View found out just how much money Ron DeSantis' campaign is pulling in, and they went nuts. Sunny Hostin, yet again, impressively dumb today.
He's going to have about 200 million probably by the time of the election. He's got 125.
Who are these people giving money to these people? People are losing their homes. They're losing
what a surprise. There's a grift involved.
Who are these people giving money to these people? Because Florida is such a, it's only the greatest state in the country for the last 2 years. Why would anybody donate to that? Why would anybody want this country to look like Florida in 2024? Why would anybody want that? I mean, how could you want freedom and, you know, an economy that's bursting from its seams, real estate prices skyrocketing? Who wants all that stuff? We want to be California in this country, don't we? Lock us down, wrap us up in masks, beat us to death while you go out to dinner. Next up, yesterday we showed you a clip of AOC getting harassed outside the Capitol by this kind of strange guy here who does a lot of very viral stuff. He's a bit crazy. But really the point of it was the beta boyfriend there of AOC, as he's just literally screaming terrible things at AOC. The boyfriend in the hat, the pasty guy, just keeps on walking by. And it was clear last night when I was checking out AOC's Instagram that she's not too happy with him. Last night, AOC posted a series of posts on her Instagram story for all of her followers, and it seemed very directed at the boyfriend. The first was, question for good men. What advice can you share to other men who want to protect others and stand up in moments like these, but aren't sure how? I mean, could that be any more directed at exactly what happened when your beta boyfriend just won't do the job? The second one, good men. Have you handled bad men before? And then there was others. It just went on. I mean, she went on a bit of a tirade last night. Those posts, pretty targeted, if you ask me. Moving along, the time that other countries feared and respected the United States has quite honestly passed. Take a look at this clown show. Rachel Levine right there and Sam Brinton, both in the administration of the Biden team. And as we've explained before, as you look at this goofy picture, that's at the French ambassador's residence, by the way. These were both clearly diversity hires. Neither has both demonstrably not competent enough for their jobs, is what I'm trying to say. It's amazing. Just a story so bizarre. And finally, CNN's John King thinks Democrats deserve a break.
It is much easier to be the opposition party. You know, give the Democrats some grace. Governing is hard, especially when you have tiny margins.
I mean, are you freaking kidding me? It's not that hard unless you're trying to destroy the country, which is what they're doing. Give them a break. Give them a break. They're breaking everything. They don't deserve a break.